Hey guys, I'm only going to make 2 additional more episodes from where I think the stories episode is going. And it won't be without Thomas. I know I said that Victor can't kill Thomas, but being how I'm a Patreon backer, Thomas did die in the munition fire. I'm sorry to say that Thomas did in fact die. I would like to make a statement that who I thought might have died. Like Eric might still die in the season. Because the season only has one more episode late. This is definitely not much. And also, what do you guys think of the new update to Brookhaven, FYI? And yes, I will have a pirate as a Storytime with Jack episode. And also, yes, I know I can walk on water. But that's a fairy thing? But anyway, my point still stands that Richter killed off Thomas. Which I don't want him. If somehow, maybe in the future, I know that whenever told the stories of Stoddard, he didn't say that Thomas did anything. I want. Now it's gonna be hard for you to walk. Thomas outright died. And I don't know how the next video gonna open up. And being how it's Friday and he uploads them only on Friday, that means we're Friday away. That means that Friday he will upload the last. Well, how he does it is he seemed to upload the Patreon episode before he actually uploads the actual episode to YouTube, like a. But I'm just like, this is from the episode that we're not going to all see. When I made that episode, most of the episodes I showed in the other clip actually came out. So, but let me just tell you something. I understand why. I mean, maybe Toby will be put in Railway Museum, and also, yes, I'm gonna create a character model for Robert Hall, who will appear in my series. I mentioned I'm not going to have another present day story, which is going to happen. Thomas, continue. Well, I don't have that many more stories to tell. I mean, the rest of the 1950s was all pretty blurred to me. Some stuff happened, like the opening of the National Railway Museum of Vickertown. What do you mean the National Railway Museum of Vickertown opened that same year? You claim in one of your previous stories that was approved that year. That's what I said. You said, and these was that word, it was approved that year, but didn't start. But also in 1953, the first adaptation of the Railway series, as I don't know. Well, in terms of what happened in 1953, because you're now interested in the years I've overtold stories in 1953, the BBC tried to make, besides broadcasting Doctor Who, the BBC tried to also do a Railway series adaptation. What story do they want to pick? They tried the sad story of Henry. Well, it didn't work because Henry Mall or something derailed, and I never even saw the program. I never even saw that program. Larry, Wilbur Aubrey in an unannounced visit mentioned it to me about the 1965. About the 1955. In 1955, they actually might be screwing over the year, but it might be. Hold on. You see, in 1953, there was allegedly BBC tried to do this story of Henry, but then it didn't go over well. And actually, my TV show didn't want to adapt that story of Henry. This actually alleged pilot for my TV show. Well, both of them happened in the first, my pilot, my law pilot one is, I believe, to be dated in 1993 before season 1 began, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm gonna go at Eagle. Oh wait, Eagle died years ago. Eagle will know what happened. Oh wait, Eagle died years ago. Thomas, you told us that Eagle died. How? How did he die years ago? Eagle died years ago. Guys, FYI, I am going to have Eagle die in my series again. Now, the guy that I killed was a guy that just was nicknamed Eagle. His real name was John. His real name was unpronounceable, so they gave him the nickname of Eagle. Alright, I will tell you another story that happened back when I was younger. And there was only Sir Topham had the first. Cue the flashback. Back then, the Fire Rescue team was smaller than it was now. Without Belle, Joey, or Joey, and a new member that might join the team. Without Belle, Joey, and Barry. Which, by the way, Barry became a rescue engine after Eagle's death. How did he die? Well, it all began simply enough back when it was only Harvey and Eagle. As Eagle said, "Good morning, team. Good morning. Seems that we have one ever burst still on our ship." But then, ring! Now who needs Eagle Rescue Service? Barry, I will send you. Because Gordon derailed with the express. Possible injuries are afoot. And also this is another promo for an episode of season 6. Because what's the situation? And also this happens with the Edward and James model. As Eagle said, that was not false alarm. So Eagle's rescue team is always there. Oh no, it's not on the press. This is what happened. Instead of being loaded up over there, they're put at the steamworks. Where that? As Barry said, huh, how come I didn't hear? Barry was very worried about Gordon and his passengers. And his passengers. He said, "Driver, tell my fireman to shovel more." As he that was basically it. The fire rescue team has always responded to emergencies like that ever since. So you mean is indeed. So that what happened. Any questions? Well, you told us that we were going to hear the story of how Eagle died. And that's what I did. I told you the story of how Eagle died. Except for one problem. Well, yeah, you told us a story that clearly Eagle didn't die in the story. How dare they tell? I tried to give them a quick background on, as I thought to myself. And that's why my driver's hearing all this, so that's what I'm saying is. As I thought to myself, how dare they, Mom? As I thought to myself, what should I do with them? But then I realized I didn't tell them the story of how Eagle died. I didn't. As I said, there's a reason why I didn't tell you the story the way I wanted to tell it. What I wanted it to give you what Eagle was like back then. I mean, he's who knows where. I mean, who knows where Eagle is? So, who knows where Eagle is? I haven't seen him in my dreams at all. Like, well, that's why I didn't want to tell you that story, because it would bring back bad memories. When Eagle died. And Eagle was a close dear friend of mine. The closest at Percy. Do you have any stories to tell before his death? I have thousands of stories about the other guys. We know. After understanding the reason, we're pretty sad for you, Thomas. Well, here's the story. I have tons of stories about. In fact, I have stories that happened back when I was green. Back when I was green and back on the LER before British Railroads. And by the way, FYI guys, yes, in season 7 or 8, I'm going to mention British Rails instead of British Railroads. I only have stories to tell you about my life, about back when it was just me, Edward, and Henry back in the LER. Back when the LER was around. I can tell you some. Tell me though they're not cruciated. Yeah. And these were the stories.